And how's it going, Highlanders? This is yours truly, Chose the Highlander Duelist, coming at you today with another box opening of a pre-constructed commander deck. Today we are opening a box of Magic the Gathering's Aesi Tyrant of the Gyre Strait commander deck. It is a blue-green deck, and it comes with a 100-card deck, a deck box, and some tokens. Now, the gist of this deck, from what I've learned, is that it's not the best, but it is a good start of a commander deck. But let's see what it comes with. Let's get this open. This package, oh my god. A bunch of cardboard. Starting with the commander himself, Aesi, the Tyrant of Gyre Strait. Now this card looks pretty interesting because it allows you to play additional lands. Other people will say that there's better, but hey, for a first time building a commander deck, I would definitely like this card. Let's see the other stuff before we get into the deck list. We got ourselves a life counter here. That's new. I usually use the dice. Instructions on how to play a commander. We'll put that to the side. And a flimsy little box. Okay, cool. Here's the deck. We got a 100 cards with some tokens in the back. And let's see what this deck has. Starting with Arcane Denial. The simple counter spell. 2-drop, it's not bad. Ooh, let me fix this. Being that this is a 100-card commander deck, I'm just going to run through the cards. And I'll go slow so you can see the cards, and we'll talk about them here and there. Compulsive Research. Target player draws 3 cards and discards 2 cards, unless they discard a land. It's not bad. Decent for blue deck is counter target spell. Fact or Fiction. Not a bad card. Not a bad card at all. Into the Royal. I love kickers. It's a little hefty though. Eor Ruin Expedition. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a quest counter. Remove 3 quest counters, discard it remove 3 quest counters, sacrifice it, and draw 2 cards. It's not bad. Mind Drifter. Whenever it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. Huh. Cheaper, and you get to draw 2 cards with the Evoke. Not bad. Peel from Reality. I always love return to target hand cards. Sin Voda, Rising of the Deep. Ooh, very nice. I like this card. This card looks really fun. Acidic Slime, great card. I used to have this in my old decks. This destroy an artifact, enchantment, or land. A little hefty, but not bad. Beast Within. Not a bad card. I just don't like giving my opponent a token. Cultivate's a great card. Except for that mana ramp. Green's always good for those mana ramps. Eternal Witness. Enters the battlefield, return a card from your graveyard to your hand. Not bad. Definitely necessary in commanders. Ooh, play an additional land this turn and draw a card. I like. Harmonize is not bad. You need to see how many greens you get, but draw 3 cards, hefty cost, replenishes itself. Kalini Heart Expedition. Whenever it enters the battlefield, put a quest counter, remove 3 quest counters, sacrifice it, Search for the 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle. Not bad. Definitely good for a green ramp. The problem with green ramp in commander is you need to get them. That's my only issue. But this deck seems to pull mana a lot. You have a good, like the last cards we've seen were all just getting mana. So it's not bad. I need to see how it is in actual playtesting. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Not bad, not bad. A little 3-drop. Another 3-drop. With landfall. I'm not too sure about this card. From what I know about this deck, you don't really break even on the money, but it's a good skeleton. I mean, with a commander like this, you have a lot of potential with this deck. Search for Tomorrow is pretty good. A little heavy in my opinion. Sporemound. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green spiraling. Now this one, you get this out fast. It is a 5-drop though, be careful. But it has potential. Landfalls can be great. Wickerbow Elder. Enters the battlefield with a -1/-1. Remove 1, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I like this one. You could proliferate it, get more counters. It does minus, but you get continued destruction. Yavimaya Elder. When this card dies, search your library for the 2 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Sacrifice it, draw a card. 3-drop, 2 for the extra sacrifice ability. Coiling Oracle, blue-green. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. I like this card. That's a really handy card. Growth Spiral. Draw a card. Put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. Another good card. 2-drop only. Allows you to draw. Sharkdo Crab. I like this card just based on sheer artwork and creature. Shark, octopus, crab. The hell is that? That's all you need to know. Simic Charm. 2-drop. Target creature gets +2/+3. Permanent you control gets hexproof. Or return a target creature to your hand, to owner's hand. Very nice card. Very nice card. Gives you that choice. It's low cost. Does a lot of things. Urban Evolution. Draw 3 cards. You may play an additional land this turn. Heavy, but you play the land, you replenish it. It's all about the ramp with that, it seems. You get that ramp, it'll be good. Trench Behemoth. It's a Kraken. Return a land you control to its owner's hand. Untap it, it gains hexproof. Interesting. Really heavy cost, though. It is a 7/7. When a land enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls attacks during the controller's next combat if able. Okay, so forces an attack. That's not bad. Stump Squall Hydra. I got another Hydra I might be able to put in this deck. Enters the battlefield. Distribute X +1/+1s among it and any number of its commanders. Not bad, not bad. Can be as high as you want it. Could be a 0 if you want. Elder Deep Fiend. Eldrazi Octopus. $8-drop or a 7 with the sacrifice. Just pay the 1 more. It's 8 colorless. When you cast a spell, top up to 4 target permanents, and it has flash. Very nice. Very nice. Looks like we're on to the blue side now. Meluku, the Clouded Mirror. Flying, return a land you control to its hands, create a blue illusion token creature with a flying. It's not bad. It's a little high, though. 5-drop for a 2/4? I don't know. Nazahal, Primal Tide. Now this creature looks awesome. Can't be countered. You have no maximum hand size. Whenever your opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card, discard 3 cards, exile this card, return it to the battlefield tap under control in the beginning of the next end step. It has protection. It can't be countered. No maximum hand size. And you get to draw a card. 7/7 7-drop. I like this card. Really great card. Scourge of Fleets. When Scourge of Fleets enters the battlefield, return each creature to your opponent's control with toughness X or less than its owner's hands, where X is the number of islands you control. So I gotta see a lot of islands with this deck. But it's not bad. You could make it, if you could ramp it up, it could have potential. Shipbreaker Kraken. Monstrosity 4. Heavy cost. But it becomes a 10/10. And you tap up to 4 creatures, and they don't untap as long as you control this card. Potential is very high with this. Mana cost is insane, but have a lot of good things with that. Sphinx of Uthun. Enters the battlefield, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. Opponent separates into 2 piles. Oh, it's another one of the previous cards. Not bad. Stormride Leviathan. Ooh, Island Walk is nice. All lands are islands into addition with their other types, so that fuels the other card. Creatures without flying or Island Walk can't attack. Ooh, interesting. Really high drop, but it is an 8/8 for an 8 converted mana cost. It's not too bad. Again, I gotta see how this deck plays out with the ramping. Tomokratis, another Kraken. It is hexproof unless it's attacking or blocking, which is weird. I don't like that. But it is a 7 converted mana for an 8/8 drop. Can't be blocked unless all creatures defending it or controlled block it. Oh, so everything needs to commit to this. That's pretty funny. So at least you get a turn. Whelming Wave. Return all creatures to their owner's hands except for Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents. Very nice for this deck. Avenger of Zandikar. Enters the battlefield, create a 0/1 green plant token for each land you control. And then whenever you play a land, you put a 1/1 counter on each plant creature you control. Not bad. A really high cost though. I'm not a big fan of that. Molimo, Maro Sorcerer. We have a 7-drop with Trample. His power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Not forests, lands. You can mana ramp. This card's going to be great. Rampaging Baloths. Trample for 6 converted mana. And it is 6. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, you may create a 4/4 greased green beast token. What's a greased green beast creature token? Not bad. It's kind of a fair trade. Ramanop Excavator. You may play lands from your graveyard. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting indeed. How many lands are you going to get into your graveyard? Like, there's that other card that allows you to discard a land, but it's only 1. Terastodon. Enters the battlefield, destroy up to 3 non-creature permanents. For each permanent, it creates a green token. 8 mana cost with a 9/9. Not bad. A little heavy, but it is a 9/9. You get that ramp, though, for Dantason Avatar. Whenever this card or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain life equal to that creature's toughness. This card in this deck has some potential because a lot of your creatures have really high toughness. Phantom Mage. Evolve. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 on this creature. Whenever a +1/+1 is put onto Phantom Mage, draw a card. I don't know how good this card will be. It's a high mana cost for a very low card. You get the power +1/+1 whenever a creature is put onto the field that has higher, but they all have a really high mana cost. So how many creatures are you going to drop in it per turn? I don't know about this card. Now look at this guy. Mercfiend Liege. He's a horror. Other greens you get because we get +1/+1. Other blues you get +1/+1. On top, all green and or blue creatures you control during each player's untap step. Very nice. High mana cost, but for that ability alone, I like this card. I like this card. Simic Sky Swallower. Flying Trample, 7 mana cost, 6/6, with Shroud. Very nice. This is a little bit endgamey, I feel. But it has Flying, it has Trample, it has Shroud. But wait. Can't be target of spell. Oh, the Shroud's hexproof. I was thinking of Shadow. Like Shadow Sliver. Spitting Image. Create a token of that copy's target creature. Retrace. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a land card in addition to paying its other costs. 6 mana drop for a copying card. There's better, but it does have Retrace, and you do have the ability to get lands from the grave with that other card. I don't know. Seems a little heavy and unnecessary. Seer's Sundial. 4 converted mana cost. 4 mana drop artifact with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, pay 2 mana, and if you do, draw a card. Not bad. Not bad. Meteor Golem. 7 drop. Whenever he enters the battlefield, destroy a non-land permanent an opponent controls. 7 drop for a 3/3 that destroys a permanent? No, I don't like. Not a good card. Simic Signet. Great card. I mean, look at it. Cost 2. You pay for it for 1. You get a blue-green. What's not to like about it? Soul Ring. 1 drop. Tap it to get 2 colorless. Beautiful. Swift Boots. 2 drop. Eclipse 1. Hexproof and Haste. It's a beautiful card. Getting into the different lands, we have Blighted Woodfall. Tap to add a colorless. Or 4 tap and itself. Sacrifice it. Search your library for up to 2 basic lands and put them onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. Not bad. A little heavy, but not bad. Command Tower gives you your blue-greens for this deck, which is all you need. Enters about a card, a Coral Atoll, enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you control an untapped island. Unless you return an untapped island to its owner's hand. Add a colorless and a blue for 1 tap. Not bad. Evolving Wilds, always a good card. Jungle Basin, enters the battlefield tapped. Same thing like the previous. Oop, shaky. Sacrifice unless you return an untapped forest to your hand, and you get a colorless and a green. Memorial to Genius, enters the battlefield tapped. Tap it to add a blue, or 5 drop and tap it, sacrifice it, and draw 2 cards. A little heavy, but you do get the blue. Reliquary Tower, not bad. Get you your colors, get you no maximum hand size. I don't think maximum hand size is that needed in this deck, though, honestly. It's helpful, but I don't think you need it. Simic Growth Chamber, enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its hand. Add a blue-green. Not bad. Especially in this deck, you could play multiple lands per turn. Enters the battlefield tapped. Add a green or blue. Simic Guildgate. Terramorphic Expanse is your second Evolving Wilds. I always like to have both of them in the decks. Thornwood Falls onto the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, you gain a life. Get a blue or green. Ooh, going to the Vivids now. I love these cards. Some of my favorite manas. You get a blue, or remove 1 of 2 charge counters, and you get a mana of any color. Vivid Grove. The same thing. And that's it. No other Vivids. Enters the battlefield tapped. Add a blue or green. And then it seems you have your basic forest and island. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 and 15 and your basic double-sided tokens. They're all the same. Oh, Illusion. Plant. And a copy. And a Sparrowling. Yep. So that is the commander deck of Aesi, Tyrant of Gyre Strait. This deck allows you to do a lot of mana ramping, allows you to play a lot of big boys, and hopefully you get a lot of draws with that. Anyways, this has been Chose the Highlander Duelist. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Give me a comment below. Tell me if you want me to do anything differently. Tell me if you want me to show you anything differently. But until then, have a great weekend, everybody. Peace.